Hi, good evening. It's Miriam again from North Vancouver, and it's still raining out. So I'm making Yorkshire puddings to try to make it, I don't know, try to cheer everybody up. Every time I put out the APB that I'm making Yorkshire puddings, everybody comes running. So tonight I'm going to make like a roast beef with Yorkshire puddings, but I also do another dish for my daughter because she's vegetarian. So I'm going to do a creamy dish with some vegetarian ground beef for her for the Yorkshire puddings, because you have to put something in the Yorkshire puddings. So welcome to Side Dish Central, because as you know, the competition is in its fifth week, and sixth week, whatever. We've been going for quite a while, and we're having fun. We're meeting a whole bunch of new friends across Canada, wonderful women, very bright, very creative. This competition has provided a forum that we'll never be able to replace again. It's so wonderful. So thank you to Anna Olson, to Philadelphia Cream Cheese, because it's just the best. I'm really enjoying it. But I would like to share with you tonight a side dish that is probably as old as time, because I know this because I am part English, and my mom is from Yorkshire in England, from Wakefield, a small little town in Wakefield, south of Leeds. And my grandmother, Annie Clark, was about this short and about this wide, and absolutely ruled the roost. What she said went. But she was an amazing cook, and she was an amazing baker, and one thing she always did was she made these Yorkshire puddings, and they're amazing. So, but before we get started with the rest of the stuff here, I want to get the pan in the oven, because it has to heat up for about 5 minutes. So I'm going to show you this. I have my square Yorkshire pudding tin right here, and into the bottom I'm going to put about half a tablespoon of oil, any oil, it doesn't matter, into each pan. That goes into a very hot oven, 425 for about 5 minutes. So when you put the batter in the pans, it should sizzle. So as I was saying, her Yorkshire puddings were absolutely famous, but I didn't really get her recipe. I saw what she did. She used to put her Yorkshire puddings into a big pan, and they'd rise up, and there'd be this great big pan of Yorkshire puddings, and then she'd divide it up into how many people were in the house. So if she had company, it was divided into 6. If there was just them, she'd divide into 3 or 4. So the kids always hated it when company came, because they'd get less Yorkshire puddings. So I've created this recipe, and I put a twist on what I've usually done. I've got some savory, sage and Italian seasoning here that I'm going to add, plus I'm featuring the whipped cream cheese, which is amazing in this product. It makes the Yorkshire pudding has a great texture. It's just creamy and thick, but yet light and fluffy, and absolutely delicious. So I'd actually like to show you how to make this, and I'm going to pop them in the oven. So here we go. In my bowl I have 3 eggs. This is great. My mom's going to be so proud that I'm showing this. Uh-oh. I think I just got egg on me. No matter. It washes. Carry on. A cook's work is never done. You don't stop because you've got egg on you. Of course, I forgot to put my apron on. Never mind. Okay, so I'm going to whisk the 3 eggs in the bowl. To that, I'm going to add 1 cup of milk. So, 3 eggs and 1 cup of milk. To that, I'm going to add a little bit of salt, and into this goes my whipped cream cheese. So tonight I'm using about 1/4 cup of whipped cream cheese. Look at how lovely it is. Creamy, and it's just, as I've said before, this is my new best friend. Love this stuff. So that goes in. This provides an amazing medium for these. It's just great. There we go. Now, cold milk, cream cheese doesn't mix. So I have, of course, my other favorite tool. So I'm just going to blend that up. doesn't take too long, just a few seconds. And that's it, seriously. So that's blended. Now, here's the trick when you're doing this. You're going to take half of this liquid and pour it back into a measuring cup that you're going to pour with, because I only want half the liquid in this bowl. To this bowl, I'm going to add my 1 cup of flour. So just 1 cup of flour right in. My half a teaspoon of Italian. My half a teaspoon of sage, or more if you desire, but this is not. This is adequate. I like the taste of this. You don't want to overpower, because sage can be very strong, but you just want the hint. You just want it to say, oh, that's so delicious. And that's what we're going to have. So stir that in until it's blended. Meanwhile, my pan is heating up in my 425 oven in the middle rack. So it becomes kind of pasty at this point. Do you see that? Now you add back your milk, and that's the way you prevent lumps. So I'm just going to stir that back in. There we go. Give that a... Now, as I said, everything's resting at room temperature. My grandma, Annie, had a hint. And she says, and my mom says, that the trick to Yorkshires is that you add ice water just before you pour it into the tin, and the ice water and the batter explodes when it hits the hot oven, and that's the trick too. So I've always added about 2 tablespoons of ice water to my batter before I pour it in. So I'm just going to check these to see if they're ready. They're ready. So here we go. Here's my ice water. So about 2 tablespoons. Just quickly pour it in. A drop. Pour this into a pouring container because it's easier to pour. There we go. And then out come the tins. Woo! It's hot. It's hot. Now you'll notice how they sizzle. Yes. And just try to divide them equally. Can you hear the sizzling? It's lovely. You can already taste these. And this makes exactly 12. Makes exactly 12 Yorkshire puddings, which of course is not enough for my boys, because when they come over they can eat 6 or 8 each. But this is just for 4 of us. In it goes for approximately 20 to 25 minutes. You've got to watch them because you want them to rise and you want them golden brown, but you don't want them really like a dark brown because then they're kind of burnt and they don't taste very good. So, what I have here for our tasting pleasure is the Yorkshire puddings that I just pulled out of the oven, and this is what they look like. Now, the beauty of these is you can, as I said, serve them with a roast beef dinner, or a cream-filled fish dish, or if you happen to have some gravy sitting on the counter, you can just rip them open. These are really good. Wow, these are good. Now I've only got 11 left for 4 people, but that's okay. These are really, really delicious. Okay. I'll have to finish these later. They're savory, they're delicious, they're light, they're fluffy. You could fill them. Look at the hole. Fill that with something, anything. Roast beef, lamb, vegetables, a creamy vegetable, like a primavera, you know, a creamy vegetable. This is so versatile. You're going to want this one, for sure. So, thank you for watching. That was so delicious. And I'm signing out from Side Dish Central. So thanks for watching. And happy Yorkshires. My mom will be proud. And my grandma. Bye.